The Dynamo Tools Data Dictionary is used to describe data files and data structures used by programs. The Data Dictionary supports all basic field types, including text, right-aligned text, numbers, and dates, but also supports specialty fields, including email addresses, mailing addresses, window or notepad text, times, URLs, signatures, and more. A developer can also create custom data entry routines and attach these to fields. List validation with optional related text and file validation can all be described in the Data Dictionary. The Data Dictionary can generate views, forms, grids, and complex file maintenance applications in both character and web formats. Data file key structures are easily described in the Data Dictionary by field name. Data file creation, as well as archiving and conversion, can be done one at a time or in batch mode. Let's take a look at a couple examples. This is a customer maintenance application that's driven by the Data Dictionary. The first field, name, is a text field. Note that you can touch the N key to move to the end of the field to append text. The home key takes you to the beginning. You can use the right and left arrow keys to move left or right within the field. You can also use tab to move from word to word. When you are in a form like this, the arrow up key and arrow down keys move you from field to field vertically. You can also insert by touching the insert key, which toggles insert or overlay mode, making it very easy to insert text. I can just touch enter when I'm done. Dynamo Tools includes a zip code to city-state lookup. So if I put in a zip code, it will prompt me for which city this particular company is located in. I've keyed in an address already, but I don't have a zip +4 and I don't have a county code. But Dynamo Tools can take care of that as well. Notice how I changed IND to industrial and added the suffix parkway, added the zip +4, and looked up the county code, which at least in the state of Ohio we need for sales tax purposes. I also use this view on form to demonstrate a date. I can touch T for today's date. I can just touch the day of the month to include any date within the current month and year. You can also go forward and backwards by hitting the plus and minus keys, or forward and backwards by week by touching the lowercase or uppercase W. You can also touch the C for calendar to select from a calendar on the screen. This particular file maintenance has 15 additional subviews. The contacts view of customer maintenance presents a list of all of the contacts that we know. We can add one to the bottom or even insert one in the middle. Dynamo Tools validates the domain name of an email address, so if it doesn't accept email, it'll let you know that you've made a typo. And you can cut and paste or just delete. Here's an example of a list with related information. Here is an example of a file verified lookup. And finally, here is an example of a notepad. These notepads can be longer than the visible lines on the screen. And there's also some characteristics that you can apply, such as bold text or underline text. And that information is visible when you retrieve the notepad. Looking at the web-based version, we don't have to do anything special for strings since the browser automatically handles insert capabilities for you. and browsers typically use tab to move from field to field. The address works a little differently in the web version in that we match addresses for completion purposes. So as I start typing in the address, there's the matching one. So if I accept that, the related fields are populated. Dates work a little bit differently. We do have the lookup feature, and in terms of convenience features, the only really one on the web-based version is if you just type in the 2-digit year and tab off the field, it'll apply the century automatically. Looking at the contacts, here are the same 2 contacts we saw before. We can add a new one with this button. The same validation takes place, indicating this is not a valid email address. Fix that up. If I need to edit some of the additional properties for this contact, I can click the edit icon. That updates this row. If I want to move these around and change the order, this is the drag drop icon. If I want to delete a row, I can do that here. And we also offer an undelete option in the graphical or web version. For lookup fields like the terms code, if I cleared that and just started typing in net 10, for example, it'll give me a list of the matching terms codes, and I can just click the one that I'd like. This was just a drop-down list. And otherwise, the capabilities and features of the web-based version are functionally equivalent to the character-based. For more information about the Dynamo Tools Data Dictionary, visit excelware.com.